Hello everyone, welcome back. I know it's been some time since I made the last video, but I had been traveling all over the place. If you had seen my Instagram, you would have seen I had been to the US, I'd been to the Arctic, Cyprus, I've been to Belgium, so I've been traveling quite a lot, and that's why I couldn't be regular with my YouTube videos. But anyways, I'm back now and I'll start posting regularly from now on. So I wanted to answer a few questions that you people have been asking. I decided to make videos wherein I'll answer some of the questions that you've been asking. So here's a question from my Instagram direct messaging. If you didn't know, you can message me directly on Instagram, but the best pathway is for you to join the EuroJobs community, which is absolutely free of cost, where you can post your questions. I'm even accepting one-on-one calls with those who are interested in working in Germany or Switzerland. So if you are somebody who is interested in working in Germany or Switzerland, you can join the EuroJobs community. The link is below. It's absolutely free. You can meet other like-minded people who are on the same journey, and I keep posting actual updates and exam reports and things like that on the EuroJobs community. And if you didn't know, there is a weekly newsletter being published by EuroJobs every week, which includes all the latest fellowships available in Germany and Switzerland and in the rest of Europe, medical fellowship. All the latest possible job openings in Germany and Switzerland, and all the scholarships that are available for doctors all over Europe. These are being published every week in the EuroJobs newsletter. I am planning on adding an additional page of fellowships, subject wise, every week, so that, let's say, if you're an orthopedician and you're interested only in orthopedic fellowships, you will have a page only for orthopedics at the end of the newsletter. Like, I'm not saying every week it's going to be orthopedics. Probably one week it's going to be anesthesia, another week it's going to be orthopedics, then maybe pediatrics. But once a week you will have a newsletter with all the available fellowships. So let's go ahead with the question. The question is, I did my anesthesia from India and wanted to explore my options in Germany. Is it possible to find a job there in the current scenario? So what this person is asking is, they have already specialized. The candidate is not somebody who has finished their medical studies, but they've already finished their post-graduation. In this case, is it possible to work directly in Germany? So I have covered this topic before. So in this case, it does not matter what specialty you are in. It doesn't matter if you have 10 years of experience in anesthesia, you have done your training in anesthesia from a non-EU country. I'm only referring to non-EU countries. You have done your anesthesia, cardiology, cardiac surgery, it doesn't matter, orthopedics in your home country. Pathway that you have to take to Germany is just like it would be for somebody who's just finished his medical studies. It is the same pathway. Get a B2 German language certificate, apply for the Fachsprachenprüfung exam, pass the Fachsprachenprüfung exam, then get a date for your Kenntnisprüfung exam. And then once you pass your Kenntnisprüfung exam, you will get your permanent registration, also called approbation, and then you can start working in Germany. Now, once you start working in Germany, then you can send your postgraduate or documents of experience to the medical council and say, I was already an anesthetist, or I was already an orthopedician in my home country, and this is my logbook of all the procedures that I have done. These are my certificates showing that I was an orthopedician. Now, the authorities or the medical council will go through your documents. Basically, they will submit your documents to an expert. An expert will give his expert opinion. That is, he will go through your documents and decide whether your training is comparable to that of a German graduate. Basically, a German orthopedic training, how does it look like? Does your training in your home country, it doesn't matter from where. It could be, I don't know, from Kazakhstan, from Timbuktu, it doesn't matter. They will compare your training, your documents with the documents of a German postgraduate or a resident and see if you have done the same thing, or if your training is comparable. If it is comparable, let's say it is one-on-one, your training, I don't know, in Uzbekistan is the same as the training in Germany, they will recognize your training. Maybe you have to take the final exam, could be the case. If they think, no, this person hasn't done these things, for example, he should have done, I don't know, 100 case of intermediate engineering, but the graduate from, I don't know, from Pakistan has not done this. In this case, obviously, they can't recognize your degree. It has to be somewhat comparable to that of a German graduate. So this is the deciding criteria. There is no point asking me 1,000 times the same thing. Will it be recognized? Will it be recognized? They should make it clear. Is your degree, is your logbook showing that you have done the procedures that a German graduate has done? A German postgraduate, it's not like he just does his residency for 5 years and gets his degree. He's working, loitering around in the hospital. No, they have logbooks. Postgraduates here have logbooks, and these logbooks have to be filled up sequentially. They should have done 100. An orthopedic graduate should have done 100 intermediate engineering, some 200 plating, or he should have done I don't know, 500 trauma cases, whatever. The number should have been met. A postgraduate in Germany cannot take his exams, or a resident cannot take his exams until his logbook has been completed. So does that mean his logbook would be completed in 5 years? No. Often this is not the case. A postgraduate or a resident in Germany is not able to fill up his logbook in the allotted time of 5 years. So some of the postgraduates take 7 years, 8 years to get their logbook. But this is not a problem in Germany because you are considered an employee and you get paid. It's not like in foreign countries where residents are paid so badly. This is not the case in Germany. In Germany, residents are paid very well, and some of them are residents for 8 years, 10 years. They don't mind it because they get paid monthly. Um, a salary. They're just like any other employee. They're not broke like most of the residents, like we were in India as residents. So you have to understand this main difference. They will go through your documents and then they will decide whether your degree from abroad is it comparable to that of a German degree. In postgraduate cases from developing countries, like I got my postgraduate degree recognized, for example. I was already a surgeon when I came to Germany. So they went through my documents and they decided they could recognize around 2.5 years of my training. I had about, I think, 4 or 5 years of experience, 3 years post graduation, and 1.5 years of post PG training. So they went through the documents and they said, okay, we can recognize about 2.5 years of your training. Now, obviously, if you have a postgraduate certificate, it holds more water, but any experience can be counted. Let's say you passed your MBBS, I don't know, 10 years back, and you have been working in a government hospital or whatever, in a rural hospital, in an orthopedic department. You don't have a postgraduate degree, but you have been working. Even this is considered as experience in Germany, even if you don't have a degree. Any experience can be considered. Even if you are not a postgraduate, it doesn't matter. Just put all your documents together. I have obviously covered this in detail in the course Step-by-Step Guide to Germany, which is available in the EuroJobs community, which you can join by the link in the description below, or I'll put it up in the video as well. And join the community. It's absolutely free. You can meet others on the same journey. I've been accepting one-on-one calls, so you can book a call with me. I had calls with a few candidates in the last few days. So if you're somebody who's interested in working in Germany or Switzerland, join the community and we can discuss about the future there. So see you in the next video. Bye.